What's up, guys? I wanted to talk about something ridiculous that I found out today. Um, Peta, Peta is attacking God of War Ragnarok for animal abuse, bro. Let me just show you this picture of a Peta marketing employee captured in his natural habitat. And like all of the animals in God of War, and it's a game. It's first off, it's a game. Second of all the animals in fucking God of War, they're mythical, legendary creatures. They're like huge fucking legendary creatures. What do you mean animals, bro? Anyway, Peta is doing, and in my opinion, Peta is doing this shit to gain popularity because they know that people will see this, their fucking news articles or whatever about this shit, and that they're all fake. People will see that, and what is gonna happen is that people are gonna make YouTube videos about this, so other people are gonna research it, and there is no bad publicity. Anyone should know this. There is no bad publicity. If something is making you viral and people are coming to watch your channel, that means that you're basically getting what you want from this shit. So what Peta is gaining with this is publicity, a lot of publicity. They're writing some shit like God of War. Peta goes against God of War about animal abuse, trying to rile up some fucking dudes that will support them, and basically they earn money this way. And at the same time, it's a game. We should stop fucking doing this. It's not like and also hunting simulator. Like, this is God of War. I mean, if Peta is gonna say shit like that, let them say it about hunting simulator, so they actually embarrass themselves. They probably said it about hunting simulator. At this point, I would feel like it's out of place if they didn't, because it just makes sense that they would say this shit about hunting simulators. I think that Peta is generally just trying to gather publicity. The only reason they're doing stupid shit articles is to gain publicity. And I support like all the don't abuse animals and shit, but at the same time I do eat steaks. I've lived basically with people who farmers during the summer breaks, and like I've seen stuff when you're young, and these people they don't know better. They teach you how to kill a fish that you caught and eat it. I actually cried one time. I was like 5 years old or something. I cried because I cut off half of a fish's head. It was a small fishy. I cut off like half of its head, and I was like, no, I don't want to kill the fishy. I like the fishy. And I threw it back in the water. It lived 2 days, but like I cried. And then what happened? My friend's grandma, we caught the fishes. We actually made ourselves fishing poles and shit. We made them ourselves from sticks and cord, and we went fished, got the fishies. Then his grandma cooked the fishies for us, but she left the one I didn't want to kill, and the fucking yeah, she just left her. And then she told me that it's a lesson that and then she explained that I've tortured the fishy basically or something. I know it's just a fish, but at the same time I was very young, so I don't really take responsibility for what I've done then. Like, you're just retarded when you're a child and you're young. It's the way it goes. His grandma cooked the fishies for us, and I ate the fishies without crying, and I was like, these fishies are so tasty. We catch them all. Woo! Like, I understand the aspect of Peter trying to defend animals, but at the same time, they're just doing hypocritical stuff, like contradicting themselves. In ways such as I read like comments and shit that they were actually trying to send a message that pit bulls are dangerous, PETA, which would like, I don't know where they're going with this shit. I think they're just trying to basically capitalize off people who are gonna be foolish enough to research into this and just give them some publicity, because PETA, at least from what I've seen, they haven't done any publicity stunts in quite a while, so this would make sense. It's a perfect opportunity for them to try to shit on a game and then send a bad message that actually doesn't get anything done. Imagine if every game creator ever especially mythology game creators. Imagine if they had to think about not making animal related content violence in their game that will upset Peta. And like some of these games are straight up impossible to make, like Cerberus, that's a dog, right? It's like a boss in a lot of games in World of Warcraft. And also these are just straight up L's for gaming, because first of all, let's just read this and I'll explain exactly what I mean here. It's a huge L for gaming. Peta wants a new mode added to God of War Ragnarok. It hardly comes as a surprise that the latest God of War adventure hasn't escaped the non-profit's notice. In a recent Twitter post, Peta shared gameplay footage of Kratos and Atreus' battle with a giant wolf named Garm. The video notes that the father and son duo found the creature surviving in deplorable conditions. Meanwhile, the caption accompanying the post asks the crew at Santa Monica Studio to design a Peta mode so Ragnarok can be played without violence to animals. This is a huge L for gaming because, first of all, if game developers and companies have to comply with rules where they can't include animalistic features on any of their NPCs, I think that would make a lot of games just straight up worse, because it would be impossible to dive in a fantasy game and create a full universe filled with interesting and different environments and NPCs that you can combat with or hunt or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just grinding. It's a game. It's a game. The reason it's a game is to have fun and just chill on your PC. It's not that you're gonna go and try to be a murderer on fucking the Animal Hunter Simulator or some shit. Nobody's going for that. People are just playing games to chill, man. I think that's a huge L for gaming, because it's just making the game straight up worse and plain, and it's like taking away from the games and not necessarily even sending out a good message or doing anything positive for the actual animals that are being abused, which to me is just a waste of time and money or whatever they do to get this promoted or started up, like in like news or whatever. And yeah, that's what I think, and that's why I think it's a huge L for gaming. And as well, they should think about posting embarrassing stuff like this for the future, because it's just getting obnoxious. I've seen this in other games as well, where Peta is like, yo, you can't do this, and people are like, bro, how am I gonna show the chicken boss who should look like an Egyptian god in the form of a chicken? How am I gonna show this boss without him actually looking like a fucking chicken, like a Zir? Tell me, why are Peta not saying anything to Riot Games? Warwick is a fucking wolf. Azir is a fucking chicken. Let me think of more examples that are actually animals. Sejuani is a human that's on a boar, which means every time you kill her, you kill a human on a boar. Oh, Peta, oh my god. We're gonna shut down League. Peta mode enabled. Warwick will now be a human. What? Wait, what? There's just no fucking logic in this. And that's why I actually wanted to address this issue. It's like they're fighting the wrong villain here. It's just a game. These are mythical creatures. They don't exist in real life, and at the same time, meat is actually healthy for people. I don't know what do people think or whatever, but I think if you don't eat meat, your brain development is like halted, and at the same time you become less energetic. And right, it's okay to clear yourself, eat some salads, right? But at the same time, you need meat. I think humans are carnivores, and they require a balanced diet at the same time. Like, my diet is not perfect, but I try to I try to do whatever I can to like be healthy. Peta wants a game mode added to God of War called Peta mode, so that Kratos can actually spare animals he faces off in the game God of War. I mean, first of all, this would make for a very bad storytelling, because the game probably has parts of the story that you discover while you're hunting these beasts Second of all, these are legendary creatures, mythical creatures. They do not exist in real life, and if they do existed in real life, probably a tank wouldn't be enough to stop them. So I don't even understand where Peta is jumping in here with the fucking arguments. And like God of War mode, Peta mode, where you can spare the animals, like the game already doesn't let you throw your axe at random critters so you can't kill them. The game doesn't let you do that. I read that online. So they actually did stop players from being able to kill critters and actual pets or something in the game. The only creatures that you can kill are actual creatures that will attack you, and they're part of the game, and like they're mythical creatures, legendary beasts. So I don't know where the fuck Peta came with this shit out of their ass. But anyway, thanks for watching, have a good one, and see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. I can't stress this enough. Do not forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Peace. Woo! See you in the next one.